what's happening today again on my Straighten Shit Out series. Today let's get really real, okay? We're not gonna talk about any methodologies or anything like that. Today I want to talk about mentality. What is your mindset, okay? And what's wrong with most people's mindset? Why that's limiting them from succeeding, really, in anything. But obviously on my channel we talk about getting to that low body fat, getting that lean, sexy, toned physique. Okay. So most people ask me, hey Andy, how do I get to that physique? Well, I tell them the bottom line is calories. And then they go ahead and tell me, oh, counting calories is too much work. It's such a hassle. How do you count calories all the time? Well, first of all, you gotta learn about calories first, and then learn how much calories is in how much food. And later on you just eyeball it. It's not like I don't count my calories down to every single digit. Like for me, I just estimate based on every 50, maybe every 100 calories. But even then, there's some people who tell me, oh, that's so much work, that's such a hassle. Then there are other options. But if you really want to get down to that really lean physique, that really toned look, then there's no way around it. That's the law of thermodynamics. It's around calories. Okay, but if you want to get down to a better physique, a lower body fat percentage, then I guess you can create better habits. And there are a few things that you can habitually do to kind of accidentally get into a calorie deficit. Okay, first way is to just cut out breakfast or slash out a meal. Why do I say breakfast? Because first of all, breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. We'll talk about that in a different video. And secondly, you use more willpower to restrict yourself on not eating dinner than to not eat breakfast. Okay, and again, because your willpower is the greatest when you wake up, so it's the easiest to restrict the first meal than to restrict your last meal. I'm sure you've had experience trying to lose weight and go to bed hungry. That's pretty much the worst feeling in the world. Okay, so that is one way, slash out a meal. Second way, so when you slash out a meal, you can kind of still eat, decently, delicious foods. Second way is to eat all clean foods. Eat clean foods. So by clean food, I mean not your healthy labeled foods, but low calorie density. So more fruits and vegetables, less fried foods, low in fats. Foods are low in fats usually. So do you see where I'm going with this? To restrict your calories, you either reduce the amount of food you eat, or you reduce the calorie content of the food. Those two are pretty much the only two, I would say, habitual ways for you to accidentally hit calorie deficit. But if you have a higher kind of expectation, or holding a higher standard and have more like a higher level of goals for yourself, and you want to get down to that really lean, maybe for guys 6-pack, for women the ab lines start coming out, then habits aren't enough. Habits aren't enough. And here's the reason. Can you tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna make, $1 million, $10 million, $100 million, and not use any metrics, like run your business without numbers and be like, oh, that's so much work running, all these metrics and looking at numbers. It's so much work. Well, exactly. If it isn't that much work, everybody would be rich, right? Exactly. That's why most people are not rich. That's why most people just, work their 9 to 5 comfortably without, using so much here. You can, but you just aren't making a lot of money. So that's, that's kind of like the reality. If you can't put in that work and you think that that's too much work, then you just gotta accept it. Like that's the fact of the matter. It's like, if you can't put in the work to build your own business and be diligent, then accept your 9 to 5 job and, live your life. Shut the fuck up and just keep living. That's kind of the same. Or else everybody will be walking around with abs all ripped and, ripped and toned, and everybody's lean. That's not the case, because it's hard. It's not that easy. Now, on my channel, on my page, I do give you tips on how to make this easier, but it's definitely not a walk in the park. You can't just arbitrarily, get lean and look, with that 6-pack abs and muscle definition. You can't get there effortlessly. That's just the reality. Right? So that's the prize. Are you willing to put in the work for the prize? If not, just shut the fuck up and accept your current body and live your comfortable life. I hope that analogy with the $1 million and the business stuff makes sense to you. That's why not everybody's rich. That's why not everybody is ripped. So that's the reality check for you guys. And I hope you guys appreciate the realness that I'm giving you. And take care.